Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Afon. This is Forza Central, and today we're going to be looking at the 2017 Ford GT. This is probably one of the most beautiful American supercars, and rightfully so. I mean, look at it. It doesn't even look like it's made from Ford, does it? It looks like, something what a Ferrari or a McLaren would be like. But yeah, I mean, look at this front end. It's just so good looking. I loved how simple the lights are, but yet so beautiful. It's not that hard, It's just two rectangles on top of each other, one's further back. And yeah, overall design wise, it's just absolutely beautiful. The front end, you can see, you got that huge air ducts, and you have to remember this car is actually a Le Mans car. Look at those doors. I mean, those doors. Come on. But yeah, this car, not this car specifically, but they made a race car version of this. They went back to Le Mans after what, like 24 years, I think. I don't know. And they won the first time they got back. So you can tell, look at those flying buttresses. You can see, from the front, you can see literally all through. And yeah, you can see from the rear, you got that really good looking rear spoiler, And yeah, you can see, look at those huge flying butt rests. I mean, you could have those as like plates. Like, what? You could probably, cook a little good steak on there if you really wanted to. But I mean, yeah, the design wise is really beautiful. I love it. I love how beautiful it looks and whatnot. The diffuser could have been better. There's nothing really cool going on there, but the lights and the exhaust, fantastic. And yeah, even side profile wise, I mean, very good looking. We have a 3.5 liter supercharged V6 coming from the Ford Raptor. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 70% of this car, or 70% of the engine of this car comes from a Ford F-150. So yeah, well, there's that. But yeah, let's climb on inside. Also, this car has 650 horsepower. I don't think I've specified that, but yeah. The interior, it's in a very gorgeous white leather trim spec. Love it, absolutely. I'm all for the white of this. I usually don't go for white interiors, but this one I'll accept it. Interior is very simplistic. It's very snug. You can clearly tell this is a race car for the road. Roofline is very low. You can see, look at that. It's very low. It's very narrow. So if you're about 6'2", 6'3", you're not gonna fit in this car. Also, your seats aren't adjustable. You just adjust the steering wheel and the pedals. So yeah, let's hear this thing. Wow, that sounds amazing. Absolutely sublime, if I say so myself. Wow. I mean, you could see, look at that. You could see clearly, you have your lights on the steering wheel, the shift lights, and the gauge cluster is fantastic. The steering wheel, I feel like there's a little bit too many buttons. But rightfully so. I think it's adequate right now. But yeah, very simplistic, very snug. But it's a Ford GT. It still has that heritage. You can clearly tell, apart from its big V8, that it doesn't have, for reasons only Ford knows themselves. But yeah. Right now, I'm not gonna do any racing. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna take a gentle cruise. Nothing too crazy, but so something a little light, something a little bit different. Lately, haven't been doing the typical cruise, talking about the car and whatnot. So yeah, let's do that today. Tomorrow and on Sunday, I'll be uploading a Formula One 2020 video. So yeah, for those Formula One fans, don't worry, I have not forgotten. The video for you guys will be coming. But yeah, look at this gorgeous red paint, absolutely beautiful. Now, apart from the beauty aside, well, you also have to look at performance perspective. 650 horsepower from a V6 car. It's pretty good. They're not bad numbers at all. Despite having only a V6, that's not really a problem nowadays because, well, you got hybrids and whatnot, and they have, like the Koenigsegg Jameer has a 3-cylinder and yet produces what, 1200 horsepower, I think this is, something like that. So yeah, honestly, I'm not too worried about the fact that it's not a true Ford GT. I've heard some people say, because it doesn't have a big American V8 like the last GT did. it's not technically a true Ford GT. And I think, you have to accept change. Change is a good thing sometimes. So, this one I think is a good change. And yeah, but apart from that, price of this car, brand new, is $800,000. You do have to get an allocation, meaning you have to basically submit a video of you. I think it's like a 5-minute video. You have to explain, why you think that the Ford GT is like, why do you want the Ford GT, and you have to specify, what previous cars have you owned. If you have had like previous Fords, you have to name them, because I think they prefer like these cars going more to like previous Ford owners or current Ford owners, instead of people who have McLarens and Bugattis and whatnot. But they have gone in comfortably. And so, yeah, that's not really a problem. $800,000 brand new, but the market actually, ladies and gentlemen, the market shows something substantially more. 1.1, well, I would say 1 to 1.3 million. I would say the bulk of Ford GT. There are, some outliers. There's some I've seen for 1.5. I've seen some for 900,000. It just, I would say I would value this car at around 1.2 million. And yeah, I mean, if you're paying $800,000 for a brand new Ford GT, meaning once it rolls off the factory, you've just made almost, depends, $400,000. Like, what? So this is a credible collector's item. And I think right now, with COVID and everything, I think this is, it's really, sad to say it. It's probably one of the best times to get a Ford GT pre-owned if you want, because these things are going to skyrocket like the McLaren F1 did, and it's going to be like a Lamborghini Miura. It's going to be priced around 2 million, maybe 3, who knows. But handling wise, you can see, very controllable. I can easily slide it if I really wanted to. It's raining, so it's a little bit easier. But even with dry right now, I can easily slide it if I really want to, but it's like it doesn't really want to. It's kind of like you have to force the car. So yeah, you can clearly tell that the suspension and everything is more for track tuning and not, a little bit more playful. It doesn't really allow that. Like, you can do it, but it just doesn't really want to do it. You can tell. And for me, with my driving style, I don't really like that. I like to have cars that can, slide a little bit. And that's why I like a front engine rear-wheel drive GT type. Not a full GT, but a medium GT style car. Preferred example would be a AMG GT. I think those sets what I'm looking for. That's kind of the type of driving style I like. I can slide it around whenever I want to. Yeah, I mean, clearly not gonna daily drive this car. I don't know what kind of man would ever daily drive his $1 million plus dollar Ford GT. I mean, it's not even a comfortable car. The suspension is so rock hard, ladies and gentlemen. It literally hurts after 2 hours. Even Jeremy Clarkson said it in the Grand Tour thing. That suspension is rock hard, and the visibility, is literally like the worst. I mean, the width of this car is like a football pitch, literally like miles long. And then miles wide, and then the A-pillars you can see at the front, those are like thicker than my thighs. Those are so thick. Like, what? It's visibility is probably the worst in this car. But honestly, I think most full GT owners, apart from Shmi's an exception, I would say. I would say majority of them will probably just take this, I guess, once a blue moon, I would say. Yeah, but yeah, let's just do a little gentle cruise now, but yeah, soon I'll be doing a gameplay on this. And yeah, what do you guys think about this Ford GT? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? You guys think it's a fake Ford GT? I don't know, someone would call it. So yeah, I would definitely like to hear your opinion. I'd love to hear, and yeah, I would love to hear what my viewers think about certain cars I review. So yeah, make sure to leave a comment in the videos. And I'll for sure, either like it or I'll reply if it's that type of comment. So yeah. I'm also thinking about doing other games apart from Forza and Formula One 2020. I've been thinking about the Crew 2. Problem with the Crew 2 is that you have to like buy crew credits and stuff. So I'm not really gonna be into that. And like, yeah. So the Crew 2 is just not my type of game. I mean, like, yeah, it's a full car game and customization is endless, but just the physics and stuff. So but yeah, back to the car. You can also option this with a Krapovich exhaust if you really wanted to, which is kind of cool. You get a not really aftermarket exhaust, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like, excuse me, it's kind of like if BMW. Oh man, excuse, I'm burping all over the place. Excuse me. It's kind of like if BMW offered like Manhart tuning kits or something. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? But yeah. I'll take a look a little bit more into the interior. Lots of good leather. There's a few plastic, especially in the dashboard. Further in. But overall, it's a very, very well built car. Truly, I think it's worthy to have the Ford GT name. I mean, it has its racing pedigree now, and it's still at Le Mans competing and winning. So honestly, despite who cares if it has a V6? Who cares if it has a four-cylinder hybrid? I mean, as long as it's winning Le Mans and whatnot, it's a Ford GT to me. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment below, subscribe if you're new, turn on those post notifications, and feel free, guys. Feel free to browse the channel. You know what I mean? Channel hasn't been on for that long. It has what, 2-3 months? So hey, 2021. I want to finish strong. I want to get 1,000 subscribers. That would mean a lot to me. It would mean the whole world to me. Because these things take a lot of time out of my day. And yeah, I would appreciate it if you subscribed. And yeah, support the channel, and I'll see you soon. It's gonna be a few more seconds of footage, me driving and whatnot. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'll be doing a gameplay of this soon. And yeah, have a great rest of your day or good night if you're somewhere else where it's nighttime. Have a good night. And yeah, might do a Q&A, by the way. Who knows? Bye.